three people are talking about you and your smell. But not in the way you might fear or expect. They're not whispering out of judgment or gossip. No, these are the kind of conversations that heaven listens to, the kind that carries reverence in every word, or in every breath. Because when they speak of you, it's like they're trying to describe the indescribable, trying to put language to a presence that is more spirit than skin, more essence than appearance. They said you carry the scent of peace. Like rain after a long drought. Have you ever noticed how people sigh when you enter the room? It's not because you demand attention, it's because your very being shifts the atmosphere. It's as though the air itself exhales when you arrive, releasing tension it didn't know it was holding. You bring something ancient, something holy, something needed. You carry the scent of healing in your presence, the aroma of prayers that were answered before they were ever spoken aloud. It's not about the perfume you wear, it's about the anointing you carry. You smell like someone who's been touched by heaven. The fragrance of your life confuses the enemy. Hell doesn't know what to do with someone like you. There's no stench of bitterness on you, though you've walked through fire. There's no residue of revenge, even after betrayal. You've been through storms that should have left you soaked in sorrow, but somehow, you came out smelling like hope. Angels lean in when you speak because your voice still carries the echo of every worship you've whispered in secret. The heavens remember every time you chose forgiveness over fury, and that choice has woven itself into the air around you. Your scent reminds them of wildflowers and old prayers. Not the tidy kind of prayers you find in printed books, but the kind that are cried out through cracked voices at midnight. The kind that were sown with tears and watered by desperation. You smell like someone who stayed when it was easy to run. Like someone who trusted God when the evidence said he was silent. Your life carries the sweet fragrance of surrender, the kind that makes demons tremble and broken hearts feel safe again. You remind people of what it feels like to hope, even when the world tells them it's foolish. There's a gentleness to you that doesn't mean weakness. It means wisdom. It means you've wrestled with God like Jacob and came out limping with truth. You don't have to shout to be heard. Your peace is your power. Your calm is your weapon. Your faith is your fragrance. You bring calm just by entering the room. It's not because you've had an easy life here, it's because you've learned how to walk through chaos without letting it live inside you. You've been sanctified through suffering. Purified through process. And now you smell like someone who's known both grief and grace and still chooses love. The scent of you stays in the room long after you've gone here, not because of cologne, but because you leave traces of heaven behind. You are the fragrance of Christ, carried in human form. People don't know how to explain it. They just know they feel safer around you. Like maybe they can breathe easier, like maybe they can believe again. You carry the aroma of restoration. The scent of second chances. The smell of sacred ground. You walk into rooms and make them feel like sanctuary. Not because you pretend to be perfect, but because you've made peace with your imperfections. And in doing so, you invite others to do the same. Heaven smells like worship and wind and warm bread. And somehow, so do you. Your laughter smells like liberation. Your tears smell like truth. Your silence smells like trust. Even when you say nothing, your presence speaks of God. It tells a story of resilience and reverence, of being crushed but not destroyed, of being overlooked by man but handpicked by God. You smell like someone who's been wrapped in mercy and kissed by light. You smell like the kind of person who's fought battles no one saw and won. And they're talking about you. They say you smell like Sunday mornings and soft hallelujahs. Like someone who survived. Like someone who stayed soft in a hard world. Like someone who knows how to sit with pain without being defined by it. They say you smell like purpose. Like destiny. Like home. Because there is something about you that makes wandering souls remember where they belong. You've been marked. By pain, yes. But also by promise. By hardship, yes. But more deeply by hope. And heaven is proud of how you smell. Because your life gives off the aroma of Christ, and not by perfection, but by perseverance. Not by charisma, but by character. And the angels know, the world needs more souls like you. Quiet healers. Gentle warriors. Wildflower prophets. Carriers of peace. So if you ever doubt your worth, remember this: there are conversations about you. Holy ones. And they all begin the same way. Did you smell that? That's the scent of someone who's been with God. You are not ordinary. You are scented with the divine. You are an answered prayer in human form. You are the perfume of peace in a world addicted to noise. And even when you think no one notices, heaven inhales deeply and says, that one belongs to me. Because in every room you enter, heaven enters too. And though some may never understand what it is they feel around you, their spirit knows. Their burdens lighten. Their breath deepens. Their wounds soften. Because you carry the scent of someone who's been through the fire but didn't smell like smoke. You carry the fragrance of divine survival. Of holy transformation. Of sacred resistance. You are a miracle walking, and miracles always leave a scent behind. So walk boldly. Love fully. Live fragrantly. Because you never know who's catching a whiff of your worship, who's breathing in the aroma of your healing. And one day, when your time on earth is done, they won't just remember your name. They'll remember your scent. They'll say, that Ania, she smelled like peace. Like heaven. Like home. And the angels will nod in agreement. Because they've known it all along. You were always God's sweet perfume. Your life is like a bright light shining for God, giving off a sweet smell that even heaven notices with joy. This isn't just any smell, it's made of your strength, kindness, and hope that never gives up, touching every place you go. You're not just someone walking through the world. You're like a special cup holding something holy, carrying a peace that calms tired hearts, a healing that fixes what's broken, and a faith that stands strong in a messy world. When you walk into a room, it's like rain falling on dry ground. Everyone feels better, even if they don't know why. Your presence changes things quietly, without you needing to say a word, because who you are shows God is near. You've been through hard times that could have made you angry or bitter, but instead, you came out with a sweet smell of forgiveness, a kind of light that pushes away darkness. Your laugh is like a song that sets people free. Your tears show what's true. Your quiet moments feel like a safe place where people can trust. All these things mix together to make something beautiful, like a bouquet of flowers that even angels want to smell. You've walked through tough times, like fires that could have burned you, but you don't smell like smoke. Instead, you smell like wildflowers, like prayers you said late at night when you were sad, like a heart that chose love even when it was easy to hate. This is what you leave behind, a life that feels like Sunday mornings, soft songs of praise, and the cozy feeling of home, helping people who feel lost remember where they belong. You're a healer who doesn't make a big show, a warrior who fights with gentleness, a prophet who plants hope like wildflower seeds with every step. Every breath you take whispers hope to those who've forgotten how to believe. Heaven has marked you not just with the pain you've felt, but with a promise that you have a purpose, not just with the heavy things you've carried, but with a hope that lifts you up. As you live in this world, your sweet smell stays behind, turning places into safe spaces, hearts into places of worship, and moments into miracles. You are God's sweet perfume, a walking answer to prayers, and long after you're gone, people won't just remember your name, they'll remember the holy smell of your soul, a smell that says, here was someone who carried heaven, who loved completely, who lived with a sweet fragrance, and who made the air feel holy. Let's think about what this means. Your life isn't just a list of days or things you do, it's a story that God is writing, and every part of it has a purpose. When you walk through life, you're not just moving from one place to another. You're leaving something behind, something that changes people. It's like when you walk through a garden, and the smell of flowers stays on your clothes. Your life leaves a mark like that, a smell that makes people feel closer to something bigger, something holy. This smell isn't something you buy in a bottle. It's not a perfume or cologne. It's who you are deep inside, shaped by the way you've lived, the choices you've made, and the way you've trusted God even when things were hard. Think about how you make people feel when you're around. Have you ever noticed how someone's face softens when you smile at them? Or how a room feels calmer when you walk in? That's your fragrance at work. It's not because you're trying to be special or because you want people to notice you. It's because God has put something in you that shines out naturally. It's like you're carrying a piece of heaven, and when you're near, people feel it. They might not know what to call it, but they feel safer, like they can breathe easier, like they can hope again. This is what makes you different. You don't have to try hard to make this happen, it's just who you are when you live close to God. Your life hasn't been easy. You've faced hard things, or maybe loss, betrayal, or pain that felt too big to carry. Those moments could have left you angry or sad, like a bad smell that sticks to you. But instead, you chose something different. You chose to forgive when someone hurt you. You chose to keep going when you wanted to give up. You chose to trust God even when it felt like He wasn't there. Those choices are what make your life smell so sweet. They're like the ingredients in a recipe that makes something beautiful. Every time you chose love over hate, every time you prayed through tears, every time you stayed kind in a mean world, you added to the fragrance of your life. Let's talk about what this fragrance is made of. First, there's peace. When you walk into a room, it's like the air gets still. People who were worried or upset start to feel calm. This isn't because you're perfect or because you have all the answers. It's because you've learned to carry peace inside you, even when the world around you is loud and chaotic. This peace comes from knowing God is with you, no matter what. It's like a quiet stream running through your heart, and when you're around others, that stream flows out and touches them too. Then there's healing. Your life has a way of helping people feel better, not just in their bodies but in their hearts. Maybe you've listened to someone who was hurting, or you've said a kind word that made them feel seen. Maybe you've prayed for someone when they couldn't pray for themselves. These things are like medicine, fixing what's broken inside people. You don't have to be a doctor or a preacher to do this. Just being you, with your kind heart and gentle spirit, brings healing to those who need it. And then there's hope. This is a big part of your fragrance. The world can be a dark place, and sometimes people feel like there's no point in trying anymore. But when they're around you, something changes. They start to believe again. They start to see that there's more to life than what they're going through. Your hope is like a light in the darkness, showing people that God hasn't forgotten them, that there's a reason to keep going. This help isn't something you fake, it's real because you've lived it. You've been through hard times and come out stronger, and that strength gives others courage. Your fragrance also has forgiveness in it. This is one of the most powerful parts of who you are. When someone hurts you, it's easy to hold on to anger or to want to get even. But you've chosen a different way. You've let go of grudges, even when it was hard. You've forgiven people who didn't deserve it, not because you're weak, but because you're wise. This forgiveness is like a fresh breeze, clearing away the heavy air of hurt and making room for love. It's part of why people feel safe around you because they know you won't hold their mistakes against them. Your laughter is another part of this fragrance. When you laugh, it's like music that lifts everyone's spirits. It's not just a sound, it's a gift that says, life is still good, even after everything. Your laughter shows that you've found joy, even in hard times. It's like a spark that lights up the room, reminding people that they can find joy too. And when you cry, your tears aren't just sadness, they're truth. They show that you feel things deeply, that you care about the world and the people in it. Your tears are like rain that waters the ground, helping new things grow. Even when you're quiet, you're saying something. Your silence isn't empty, it's full of trust. It's like a safe place where people can rest. When you don't speak, people still feel God's presence through you. They feel His love, His strength, His hope. That's because your life is a story of trusting God, even when you couldn't see what He was doing. Your silence is like a prayer, a way of saying, I trust you, God, without words. You've been through fiery hard times that could have destroyed you. But instead of being burned, you came out smelling like wildflowers. Wildflowers grow in tough places, where the ground is rocky and the rain is scarce. They're strong and beautiful, just like you. Your life is like a field of wildflowers, growing where no one thought anything could. Those flowers are the prayers you prayed when you were alone, the tears you cried when no one was watching, the love you showed when it wasn't easy. They're what make your fragrance so special. This fragrance of yours isn't just for you, it's for everyone around you. When you walk into a room, you bring heaven with you. People might not know it, but they feel it. They feel safer, like they can let go of their worries. They feel lighter, like their burdens aren't so heavy anymore. They feel hopeful, like maybe things will get better. You make places feel like home, not because you're perfect, but because you've learned to live with your imperfections. You've made peace with who you are, and that peace helps others find peace too. Your life is a gift to the world. It's not just about what you do, it's about who you are. You're a healer, not because you have a degree or a title, but because your presence makes people feel whole. You're a warrior, not because you fight with weapons, but because you fight with love and kindness. You're a prophet, not because you predict the future, but because you show people what God is like. Every step you take plants seeds of hope, and those seeds grow into something beautiful, even long after you're gone. Heaven has marked you. Yes, you've felt pain, but that's not all you carry. You carry a promise that God has a plan for you, that He's working through you, that He's proud of you. You've been through hard things, but those things don't define you. What defines you is the hope you hold on to, the love you give, the faith you live by. These are the things that make your life smell so sweet. As you go through life, know that your fragrance stays behind. It's in the smile you gave to someone who was sad. It's in the kind word you said when someone needed it. It's in the way you prayed for someone when they didn't even know it. Your fragrance turns ordinary places into holy ones. It turns broken hearts into places where God can work. It turns small moments into miracles that people will never forget. You are God's sweet perfume, a living answer to prayers. You're not just a persona, you're a sign of God's love, a reminder of His presence, a proof of His power. Long after you're gone, people won't just remember your name. They'll remember how you made them feel. They'll remember the peace you brought, the hope you gave, the love you showed. They'll say, that person was different. They carried something special. They made the world feel like heaven. So keep going. Keep loving. Keep living with that sweet fragrance. You never know who's breathing it in, who's being changed by it, who's finding God because of it. Your life is a miracle, and miracles always leave a scent behind. Yours is the scent of peace, of healing, of hope. It's the scent of someone who's been with God, and who brings Him wherever they go. This is your story. It's not over yet. In fact, some of the most powerful chapters are still unwritten. You may not see it, but heaven is watching you unfold like a divine poem, one line at a time, one step at a time, one prayer at a time. There is beauty in your becoming. Even in the days you think are ordinary, you are still becoming someone eternal. You are walking through time, but your soul is building something timeless. Every smile you give, every burden you carry with grace, every time you choose kindness when anger would be easier, you're adding to the fragrance of your life. A holy fragrance. A scent not made of perfume, but of purpose. The world may not always notice you. It may overlook your efforts, your heart, your tears, but heaven doesn't. You are known there. Deeply. Fully. Reverently. Every act of love you show, every moment you choose forgiveness over revenge, gentleness over pride, peace over noise, it releases something into the atmosphere. Something sacred. It's like the smell of wildflowers after rain, like the comfort of an old hymn drifting through the walls of time. It stays. It lingers. It blesses. That's what your life does. You may not feel extraordinary. Some days, you may feel worn out, unnoticed, small. But God sees you completely. And the truth is, you are more than enough. You are not here by accident. You were chosen to live in this exact time, with your exact heart, for reasons bigger than you know. And one day when your time on earth is complete, people will still remember. But it won't just be your name they recall. It will be the way you made them feel. The way you brought calm into chaos. The way your laughter felt like sunlight and your presence like peace. They'll say, someone holy walked among us. Because you carried heaven in your soul. You didn't need a pulpit or a stage. You didn't need grand titles or applause. Your quiet prayers moved mountains. Your silent sacrifices softened hearts. Your small acts of compassion transformed lives. That's the kind of holiness the world rarely sees, but heaven cherishes deeply. So walk with courage, even when the path is unclear. Love with all your heart, even when it hurts. Give even when you feel empty. And never forget that every time you choose love over fear, heaven rejoices. Live in a way that leaves a fragrance behind, not just in things or words, but in people. In the way they breathe easier after being around you. In the way they smile more freely. In the way they begin to believe again because you carried something they couldn't quite name, but never wanted to lose. Because you are God's perfume. His personal creation. His beloved vessel of beauty and strength. And the world is better or sweeter, softer, holier because of you. Your fragrance is your legacy. It whispers, here was someone who loved God, who loved deeply, who lived with purpose, who walked humbly. And that scent to your center will never fade.